Hello, today I will be talking about movie review number 593, and this movie is called The Untouchables. The Untouchables is a 1987 movie directed by Brian D. Palmer, who also directed films like Scarface and Mission Impossible 1. So The Untouchables is actually based on a book by Elliot Ness and Oscar Freire. This is a Paramount Pictures movie, which, when it came out in 1987, celebrated Paramount Pictures' 75th anniversary. So I saw this movie on October 17th, 2022 at Showcase Cinema De Lux in Springdale, Ohio, part of their Mob Mondays collection, which I also saw The Departed and Black Mass. Maybe the Dangster was also on there, but I saw that in 2021. I saw that early 2021. So, The Untouchables, the 1987 movie, features Al Capone as Robert De Niro. Features Robert De Niro as Al Capone. After building an empire with bootleg alcohol, legendary crime boss Al Capone rules Chicago with an iron fist. Through Prohibition agent Elliot Ness, who is played by Kevin Costner, attempts to take Capone down. Even his best efforts fail due to the widespread corruption within the Whitney City's police force. Recruiting an elite group of lawmen who won't be swayed by bribes or fear, including Irish-American cop Jimmy Malone, who's played by Sean Connery, Ness renews his determination to bring Capone to justice. Wow. So, Robert De Niro plays Al Capone, who is a legendary crime boss in Chicago. Elliot Ness is an agent who wants to do anything that he can to take Capone down. But even his best efforts fail due to the widespread corruption within the police force. So he decides to recruit an elite group of lawmen who won't be swayed by bribes or fear, including cop Jimmy Malone, who is played by Sean Connery in the movie. And Elliot Ness forms the Untouchables to bring Al Capone to justice during the Prohibition era. This was a really good movie. Most of the plot in this movie is fictionalized, but it was based on real life events. And so, like I said, Kevin Costner plays Elliot Ness, Sean Connery plays Jim Malone, Robert De Niro as Al Capone, and then we see Charles Martin Smith as Oscar Wars, Andy Garcia, as George Stone, Billy Drago as Frank Nitti, Patricia Costner as Catherine Ness, who is Elliot's wife, Richard Bradford as Mike Dorset, Jack Coho as Walter Payne, Brad Sullivan as George. And like I said, I thought it was a pretty good movie. And it's full of action, suspense, well, a little bit of action anyway, but also suspense, thriller, and this team will do whatever they can to take Al Capone down in it. And I do not want to give any spoilers. But let's just say, well, I will say that the lawmen eventually take Al Capone to court. You won't believe what happens. That could determine the fate of who wins or who loses. Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good movie. I definitely recommend it. So that's my movie review of The Untouchables. Please stay tuned for my next movie review. Alright, goodbye.